Part 8, Decorating with Diamonds. We'll start this session using the layer tuner as our primary display. And before I go off to work on diamonds, I need to correct this project just a little bit because I got a pinch there in layer 8. So let's increase its wall thickness by a little bit. The bottom layer needs to be closed up. And let's let layer 9 fare in a little bit better. Something more like that. Layer 8 could use just a smidge more material. There, more like that. So there we have a decent project. It's about 12 inches in diameter. And I'm going to put the feature ring here across layers 5 and 6. So the next thing I will do, pick layer 5, and I'll go to the edit menu, and I'll combine layers 5 and 6. Now they're combined. That's the layer that's highlighted. That's where we'll put our design. So right click to bring up the pop-up menu. In the designers, I will pick the diamond designer. There we have it. I've got about 6 things to talk about here. First is down here in the lower left is a list of all of the projects that you already have designed, you know, the diamonds you have designed. You can pick through one of these and select it to paint your project. We'll start with this one and change it. Now up here in the top left we have details about the layer that we're going to put the design into. That was layer 5. So we have the edge length of the segments, wall thickness, so how much material you're going to need to have a piece thick enough to turn to, in my case, 1/4 inch walls. And how high is the layer? It's 1.5 inches high. It's a combination of two rings. Then in the top right we have details about the cutting and the sizing. The cutting angle that we're going to cut our lamination board at, how big the strips are going to be that we're going to cut, what's the width of the saw that we're going to use to be cutting them with. We're going to use 1/8 because we're going to do this on the table saw. And in the right hand column is details about the resulting pattern. The pattern height, how much of it is actually useful, how wide the lamination board is going to be when you get done building it, and what length of wood you need to make 12 segments fit that ring. So let's build the lamination board. So we'll start with a piece of red oak is fine. We'll make it a 1/4 inch. And we'll do 1/8 of an inch of some other wood. Say mahogany is not a bad choice. And then we'll do a 1/2 inch outside of that of maple. That's a pretty good looking diamond. Now how does this fit? Well, let's see. We're looking for an edge length of 3.5 inches, and our unit right now is cutting 1-inch strips, so it'll be 2 inches wide. So what we need is 1 3/4 inches. And we're going to have to add some more material because we're chopping off the top and bottom. So what about 1 inch of maple? Ah, very good. So now the unit is 3.5 inches. That's what we want to fit to. What's the height look like? It's 1 7/8 inches high, and we need 1.5. So we want a little bit more material on the outermost part of it. So maybe 1 1/4 inches. Now we have a useful height of over 2 inches, 2.5 inches. So I think we're pretty good on the height now. So that will fit in the spot where we want it to fit. Let's save this design. I won't change the name, I'll leave it the same as it is. Save that design. And it asks me now, would I like to paint layer 5 in my project with that pattern? Well, why not? There it is, you can see it's painted. Also, while we're here, we can print the design details so that we can take it down to the shop and actually build this layer. I'll show you what it looks like as a PDF. I wonder sometimes why it takes so long to build one PDF versus a different PDF. So that because there's not much difference in them. There it is. We'll show it full size. So that's what you can take down to the shop with you. This gives you the information about the segment that it's going to be fit in, and this is the information about the cutting of it and the makeup of the lamination board and what it's going to look like. Now you don't have to just paint the whole ring like we just did. We could also, we know the name of this thing is 30-1, and in the layer tuner we can call up, choose the segment image. 30-1D is the picture. We can use that picture as something to paint with, and you can see the sample down below. And so we could use that to paint other segments with right clicks. You probably wouldn't do this, but it shows you can do it. So that's making a design and using it to adorn a project.